Okay, so you're gonna need a Bissell for this whole video. So if you don't have a Bissell, make sure you go get one. They're on Amazon. I think this was like $99 or something. So you're gonna put about a teaspoon of detergent in there and then fill the rest of the way up with water. Make sure it's a good detergent that doesn't stain or anything like that. And make sure it smells good. And make sure it's not blue, because I think blue is not good for your suit. I don't know. So to start off, I always put down some kind of towel because this does get a little wet, and you just want to make sure that you don't get the floor all wet. So my eyes on my suit that I make, if you get a suit from me, you don't have to worry about the eyes getting messed up with water because they're sealed. Always check with your maker beforehand, but if you're uncomfortable, just stick some paper towels or something to soak up the water in the eyes. It's a little creepy, but it helps the eyes not get wet. Even if you do have a suit from me that the eyes are sealed, I would still suggest doing this because your eyes don't really need to be cleaned, so it's better to just avoid water altogether even though it is sealed. And if you have a suit like this one here, definitely invest in some Folex. You can get this on Amazon. It's a great suit cleaner, super safe. Most fursuiters actually use it. It's very good for white suits. It actually makes them even whiter. It's good for suits that aren't white, suits that are light colored. So what you're gonna want to do with that is, you don't want to go super heavy on this stuff because it does work pretty well. So just give it a couple spritz, make sure it's nice and wet, but not too bad, you know, you don't want to make it absolutely soaked, but just give it a good spritz. And if your suit has any stains or anything like that, take a little toothbrush and give it some scrubbing. It should take the stains right out, but I'm gonna take you into the next step. Oh my god, I do not know what I was doing when I made this. I was rambling so bad. Okay, so basically you're going to be using the Bissell machine next. I'm going to tell you how to do it in the next one, so yeah, pretty much it. Okay, so basically I'm just gonna voice over this because it's very loud. This machine is crazy loud. Okay, so you saw me push that button, so that's what makes the water come out. So you're just gonna like gently spritz your suit, and if your suit's like really dirty, don't be afraid to drench it. But this suit is brand new, but I like to clean my suits before sending them off, just to get the finger grease off of it. So basically what I'm doing is just spritzing the whole thing, and then I'm sucking the water out and making sure that I got all of the water that can come out of the suit. So that's what's going to actually clean the suit. So you can just watch me do that. You see the water getting sucked up in there. Works super good. This works for the inside of your head too. This is what I use to clean my personal heads on the inside. It's really good for getting all the face grease and the spit or whatever is on the inside of your suit out. So I kind of sped up this next part because like I think you guys get how to do this, but make sure you get the mouth of your suit, because from what I've seen, that's like where the most like grime gets built up, because most people grab their suit by the mouth. So make sure you clean that really good. And you saw I removed the nose piece. Definitely remove any metal from your suit before washing it. I forgot to add that. So here I'm washing the inside just to get the marker out, because I use a water-soluble marker to mark the fur and fabric and stuff. So I do that to get the blue out, because it's blue and it just goes away with water. So I was making sure to get all of that out before sending this suit to the customer. Also to just clean out anything, because I wore the suit too, so. Okay, so once you finish all of that, she's still gonna be pretty, he or she is gonna be pretty damp. So what I like to do, you don't have to do this. If you skip this step, just make sure that you make sure your suit is very, very sucked clean with the Bissell. But I am going to show you how to blow dry it to A, speed up the process of drying, and B, I think it makes them look fluffier, and I think it makes the fur just look better. So I'm going to show you how I do that. So for this next step, it's crucial that you have a blow dryer that has a cold setting. Me personally, on my bodysuit especially, I use a very warm, not hot, warm just to get the fur separated. I recommend you to do cold until you're comfortable with the controls and how far away you need to have it. So if you do warm, like me, make sure you have it very far away so that the heat is not touching the suit. But again, I recommend you to do cold, especially if you're watching this video in hopes to learn how to clean your suit. Use cold. So I'll just show you the process of me doing that, and I'm also going to be using this little brush. Don't use a slicker brush because they do pull at the fur and it will eventually deteriorate your suit, so try to get something soft like this. It's just a regular dog brush, but it's got softer bristles so it won't pull at the fur fibers. Okay, so this part is extremely excruciating. But anyway, this is like the worst part in my opinion. So you can see I keep it at a fair distance. You don't want to burn the fur. Like I said, I use warm, but I would recommend you to use cold. I've washed many suits, so I know it works. Just do what works for you. You see I'm brushing the fur the opposite direction, blow drying it, and then putting it back in that direction. I kind of do that just to get the water out of the fur. That's what I do when I wash my bodysuit, but again, just, do it however it works for you, but just don't do warm, especially like your first few times washing your suit. Like you need to get used to how it works. I guess I don't want you to ruin your suit, but anyway, I'm just brushing it at the same time so that it stays nice and soft, and just going to town there, you see. Yeah. Just makes it really fluffy, so that's about all I have to say for this part. Pretty self-explanatory. This is sped up, but you can see how it's making it really fluffy and just looks amazing. So she is all clean and she's actually much softer than she used to be. She is a brand new suit, but like I said, even new suits could use a little cleaning before going to the new owner, because it does help get some of the hand grease that you so lovingly put there when you were putting the suit together. So I'm going to show you this process on some feet paws. This process pretty much works for every part of the fursuit. For my customers, if you have hand paws made by me, you can just throw those puppies in the washer on cold. I think most fursuit parts, just check with your maker first. You can throw them in the washer on cold, and some parts like the feet and hands, and especially the body, might need a couple spin cycles to get the water out, and then you can either blow dry it with the method that I showed you, or you can throw it in an air only cycle, and it's going to take a while to get clean, and you might even have to take it out after a while and do some blow drying yourself. That's what I have to do with my full suit. But let me show you this process on some feet paws. So this is my personal foot paw made by somebody else. This is from being worn. So this is the before, and then this is the after. So it's soft and clean. So if you have a suit with 2D eyes, you can do about the same thing with the paper towels. Just make sure that they're pretty good on there, and then try your best to avoid it, and spray it up with the Folex or whatever, and go from there. So it's the same process, just make sure you cover your eyes better. Another thing that I did once was I actually duct taped. I put duct tape just lightly over the eyes so that they were literally not able to get wet. You can do that, but I'm too lazy to do that right now, but that's another way to do that. So that's pretty much it. This is the before of that suit, and this is the after. You can see she's a lot brighter and softer and pretty much amazing. Hope this helps whoever watches it.